It's Mason. Welcome back to Be With Nathan, and today we are continuing where we left it on The Owl Who Was Afraid of the Dark by Jill Tomlinson. Dark is necessary. Plop asked, "What's next?" a great many times during that night. He sat just outside the nest hole, making loud snoring noises. He was not asleep, just hungry. Owls always snore when they're hungry. That's a fact. "Oh, Plop, I shall be glad when you can hunt for yourself," said Miss Barn Owl wearily when Plop had gulped down his 7th, or was it 8th, dinner. "What's next?" asked Plop. "Nothing," said his mother. "You can't possibly have room for anything else." "I have," said Plop. "My mouse place is full up, but my grasshopper place isn't." "That's just too bad," said Miss Barn Owl, stretching and settling herself down to the roost. Mr. Barn Owl swooped in, clapping his wings. He dropped something at Plop's feet. Plop swallowed it in one gulp. It was deliciously slippery. "That was nice," he said. "What was it?" "A fish," said his father. "I like fish," said Plop. "What's next?" "Bed," said Mr. Barn Owl. He kissed his wife good night, or good day, I suppose it was, and settled himself to roost. Plop made a few hopeful snoring noises. It was clear that the feast was over. He wobbled into the nest hole and was soon fast asleep. It was well into the afternoon when he woke up. He came out onto a landing branch and looked down. His parents were still drawn up as carvings, but the squirrels from downstairs were chasing each other up and down the trunk, their tails flying. Plop watched them for a bit. One of them scuttled across the branch below. Plop and then stopped abruptly and began to wash his face. He did not know that Plop was there. After all, owls are supposed to be asleep after the daytime. Plop could not resist it. He bent down through the leaves and let his very loudest. The squirrel jumped into the air like a jack-in-a-box, his eyes a quiver and his ears like marbles. He flashed down the trunk and vanished into the hole. Plop jumped up and down with delight, but of course he had done it. He had woken up his mother. "Plop!" "Yes, Mummy?" "Go and find out more about the dark, please, dear." "Now," said Plop. "Now," said his mother. "Go and ask that little girl what she thinks." "What little girl?" "The little girl sitting down there. The one with the ponytails." "Little girls don't have tails." "This one does. Go now, or you will miss her." So Plop shut his eyes, took a deep breath, and fell off his branch. Landon was a little better than usual. He bounced 3 times and rolled gently towards the girl's little feet. "Oh, a woolly ball," cried the little girl. "Actually, I'm the barn owl," said the woolly ball. "An owl? Are you sure?" she said, putting out a grubby finger and prodding Plop's fluffy tummy. "Quite sure," said Plop, backing away and drawing himself up tall. "Well, there's no need to be huffy," said the little girl. "You bounced. You mustn't expect to be mistaken for a ball if you will go bouncing about the place." "I've never met an owl before. Do you say doo-woo-doo-woo?" "No," said Plop. "That's tawny owls." "You can't be a proper owl then," said the little girl. "Proper owls say twit-twoo." "I am a proper owl," said Plop, getting very, very cross. "I am a barn owl, and barn owls go eek, like that." "Oh, don't do that," little girl said, putting her hands over her ears. "Well, you shouldn't have made me cross," said Plop. Anyway, you can't be a proper girl. What did you say? The little girl said, taking her hands off her ears. I said, you're not a proper girl. Girls don't have tails. Squirrels have tails. Rabbits have tails. Mice. This is a ponytail, said the little girl. It's the longest one in class, she added proudly. But why do you want to look like a pony? Asked Plop. Because it's fashion, said the little girl. Don't you know anything? Not much, agreed Plop. Mummy says that's why I'm afraid of the dark. Because I don't know anything about it yet. Do you like the dark? The little girl looked at Plop in surprise. Well, of course I do, she said. There has to be dark. Dark is necessary. Dark is what? Necessary. We need it. We can't do without it. I could do without it, said Plop. I could do without it very nicely. Father Christmas wouldn't come, said the little girl. You have an empty stocking on Christmas Day. I don't wear stockings. And who's Father Christmas, said Plop. Well, Father Christmas is a fat, jolly old man with a white beard, and he wears a red suit with matching hair and black boots. Is that a fashion? Asked Plop. No, said the girl. It's just what he always wears in pictures of him. Although I don't know how anyone knows him because nobody has ever seen him. What? Said Plop. Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Father Christmas only comes in the dark. He comes in the middle of the night, riding through the sky on a sledge pulled by reindeer. Deer? Asked Plop. In the sky? Magic, dear, said the little girl. Everything about Father Christmas is magic. Otherwise, he couldn't possibly get round all the children in the world in one whole night. Or have enough toys for them all in a sack. He didn't tell me about his sack. He has a sack full of toys and he puts them in children's stockings. In their stockings, said Plop, with their feet in them? There can't be much. No, silly. We hang empty stockings at the end of our bed for him to fill. I usually borrow one of Mummy's, but last year I hung my tights. Did he fill them? Breathed Plop. No, only one leg, but he did put a sugar mouse in the other one. I'd rather have a real mouse, said Plop. So would I, really, said the little girl. I wanted a white mouse, but my mummy says if a mouse comes into her house, she'll leave it. And so I suppose Father Christmas didn't want me to be an orphan. Plop was thinking. I don't think owls have Father Christmas. Not barn owls anyway. And I haven't got a stocking to hang up. What a shame, said the little girl. Everyone should have Father Christmas. It's so exciting, waking up in the morning and feeling all the bumps in your stocking and trying to guess what's inside. Stop it, wailed Plop. I wish you can come to me. Shut your eyes, the little girl said. Go on then. Shut them and you may get a surprise. Plop shut his eyes tight and waited. The little girl pulled off his Wellington and took off a sock. She was wearing 2 pairs because the boots were a bit big for her. Open your eyes, said Plop, holding the sock while she stood on one leg and wriggled her foot back into her Wellington. Plop opened his eyes and shut them again because he couldn't believe what he saw. Don't you want it? Said the little girl. I know it's a bit holy, but I don't expect Father Christmas will mind. Oh, thank you, said Plop, taking it with his beak and holding it in his foot. Thank you very much. I'll go hang it up at once. Not yet, laughed the little girl. You have to wait until Christmas Eve. Well, I must go now. It must be nearly tea time. Goodbye. And I do hope Father Christmas will come to you. Goodbye, said Plop, bobbing his funny little bow. You are very kind. You are a proper girl. And you are very nice, said the little girl. I'm going to practice it to make one by a jump. Eek! She ran off, and the Plop could hear the eeking right across the field. Plop picked up the sock in his beak and flew all the way to the landing branch. Well, said his mother. "Your little girl says," he began with his mouth full of a sock. He put it down and tried again. "The little girl said dark is necessary, because Father Christmas is coming," he said. "And what do you think, Plop? I still do not like it at all. Even with the countless meetings Plop has had, he still does not like dark at all. But maybe it can change. And I believe in Plop, so I probably will." And Plop took his sock and put it away very carefully in the corner of the nest top, ready for Christmas Eve. We are going to stop it there. Thank you so much for listening to Be With Mason. And today we read The Owl Who's Afraid of the Dark. Thank you so much for listening again. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We are going to continue next week. So be ready, snuggle in, and let's have some fun.